Spacestations turned out awesome. It was a really simple recording. There's not a lot of elements, and therefore everything gets to own a greater part of the mix. And for that reason, it sounds humongous and awesome.
Everything, element-wise, just kind of complements each other. And that is what makes it a good mix. Everything just kind of fits without stepping on anything or, you know, being redundant. Everything has its place and really shines.
I realize that it just won't work.
Tim didn't really want to do anything like he'd done before. It's a really great thing about these episodes is nobody has anything to lose. What it means is people come in with their exploratory hats on. For me as a producer, that was great because it seemed like there were no wrong answers. Things that seemed goofy or cheesy, it made us laugh, so we did it. If you do lean into the boom, ba, boom, boom, ba.
Yeah, and like the personality.
Just the first half of that. Why you gotta lean this?
Yep.
Then lighten up.
Yep. Because I even hear like some kind of like synth noise pulled in there.
He is hitting that, and it sounds great.
Yeah.
Even when he hits it loud.
Yep.
The song includes a drum set being played by Chris Ward. Everything he plays, even when he's playing sparsely, sounds humongous. Then the main instruments are basically the Juno doubled with the piano. For bass, we just use the Korg MS-10. We use kind of the most transparent synth bass sound that we could. It makes it so there's a ton of room for Tim's voice and a ton of room for the crazy effects that we would put on his voice. There's just space for all that stuff to flow and to live.
Just a little, wait just a little. You wait just a little too long. And you wait just a little, wait just a little. You wait just a little too long.
The wait just the littles are going to be great doubled. I was listening, I was hearing I was just like putting it in.
Yeah.
And it sounds really good. It gets like real like Doobie Brothers.
Well, and like, what is it? Richard Manuel. That's my favorite kind of falsetto. When it's like a guy with a low voice trying to sing with the...
Yeah. You can, like, he's like holding on by a thread.
Tim just has a gorgeous voice. We used a Gefell UM75, which is the anniversary edition of a UM57. It has a really smooth top end. It's not hyped at all, and it actually doesn't even have that much of a proximity effect. So we placed Tim really close on the mic to make it sound really massive. It was run through a Pacifica preamp, an LA2A, and Eliza sang through the same thing, and it sounded great.
Why you gonna leave me stranded on me? Why you gonna leave me stranded on me? When the sunlight chased away. When the sunlight chased away. When the sunlight chased away.
Towards the end of the mix, we started playing around with having a tape flange on the drums. It was kind of a joke idea at first, but since we were kind of throwing out everything we could think of with the song, we're just like, all right, let's do it.
It's a tape effect that when I was a kid, I probably would have thought was like lame and superfluous, but doing it is a completely different story.
We have 2 quarter-inch machines, one that we mix down to and one that we use for tape flangey effects and stuff like that. So what you do is you take your mix, send one to the mix down deck, and then separate out whatever other elements you want to flange. So in this case, it was just the drum tracks. And that gets sent to the effect machine. So you take the effect machine and actually change the pitch while it's playing back. And that time shift causes this swooshing sound. At first, we were just like, that is awesome. We don't know if it's right though. It was just like, no, let's just do it. It sounds awesome. There's just something awesome about this group of people, about this song and how everyone approached it. It wasn't overthought, but it was still prepared enough. That's pretty impressive. Not a lot of people or a lot of songs are made that way.
Yeah, we talk about the fact that this recording sounded so good because there's so few elements in there, but we shouldn't forget some very basic principles that went into this, and that is Chris Ward is a monster drummer, and Eliza Jones is a monster piano player. You know, the fact that they just never screwed up even, nobody even messed up once, made it that we could just have fun and we could laugh the whole time and do stuff that was silly. You know, we used the first take. We used their first take playing the song to tape. We did like 3 or 4 more just because we felt obligated to, but we ended up going back and just using that first take. That's something that we should just all remember, is that like solid musicianship as a base to anything is definitely gonna get you somewhere.